Hello to my fangirls and hello to the angry little male spectators who clicked on this already prepared to misunderstand me. Like, y'all are very predictable, by the way. And I already know that some of y'all who saw the title, Real Men Don't Hate on Gorgeous Women, and immediately felt personally attacked. Yeah, it's fascinating, disgusting at the same time because I did not even mention your name or like any one of you Dusty Brokies watching my stream. Like I did not even tag any one of you. I did not send this video directly to your phone. So, you know what? If your spirit immediately stood up and said, "She's talking about me," maybe sit with that. Yeah. Maybe your conscience is trying to communicate because today, yes, we're going to talk about a specific type of man, the kind of man who watches a confident woman exist, watches her receive attention, watches other men admire her, support her, compliment her, spoil her, deny to her, or simply treat her beautifully. And you know what? Instead of minding his own life, he becomes angry. Not inspired, not indifferent, literally just angry. Like these gay dusty brokies who watches my stream, like they will literally start calling me names. Like they will call me a gold digger, hoe, user. And you know what's the most disgusting part and what I hate the most is that they will literally attack my Sims. The Sims has real money, real man is real money and loves spoiling me on stream and off stream. Shout out to you, my lovely Sims. I love all of you so much. I swear I love them. They literally add to my life like duh. They're real men, unlike you guys. Go to your doctor and get injected with testosterone. Like literally tell your physician that. Like, you know what? They will literally attack my Sims, tell my Sims that you guys are pathetic. And they will give unsolicited financial advice literally to them, to complete strangers. Like, why are you suddenly a wealth manager or, an accountant? You don't even have money inside your wallet. It's just full of lint. Like, most of you guys don't like, these dusty brokies, they don't even have, like digits on their bank accounts. Like, yeah, negative. Like, some of them have negative, trust me, negative digits. Disgusting. Yeah. Like, why do you suddenly care about, care deeply about another grown man's bank account? Because that man chose to spend some of his money appreciating a beautiful woman. Babes, please, we know that you don't care. I know that you don't care about protecting that man. You are mad. You're literally angry that he has something you don't have. The ability to participate because you cannot participate. You don't have anything that he has. Like that is what this is really about. Because girls, secure men, listen to me, do not become hysterical when another man spends his own money. Secure men do not sit inside a woman's live stream obsessively monitoring which man sent what. Secure men do not keep a spreadsheet of donations while pretending they hate the streamer. They also do not spend 3 hours watching a woman they supposedly cannot stand. And babes, that is not hatred. That's literally just fascination mixed with powerlessness. And it's so obvious, like you're not fooling anybody. You're sitting there watching the insanely gorgeous girl, which is me, you claim is unbearable, looking at my face, listening to my voice, analyzing every donation, reading every comment. You literally monitor my simps or admirers and you wait for an opportunity to insult me. You're disgusting. You know what you are? You're basically an unpaid employee, except employees are useful or not. I mean, you're creating engagement, so thank you, I suppose. Yeah. But let's talk about what is actually happening psychologically because I want my fangirls to understand this. Girls, listen. When an insanely gorgeous girl, a woman like me, is visibly confident, beautiful, self aware, demanding, and unashamed of receiving from real men as real money, I literally expose every man who believes female beauty should be available without compensation, effort, respect, or investment. That is why some of these men, they become so triggered, their mouth foams like disgusting. Like they're not, I think they're not actually offended that, I receive. They are offended that they personally cannot access me without giving anything, because no, you have to pay, duh. They want women to, they also want, women to be beautiful, feminine, entertaining, emotionally available, sexually appealing, comforting, loyal, agreeable, and endlessly accessible. But the moment a woman says, and what exactly are you bringing into my life? Suddenly I'm evil, suddenly I'm materialistic, I'm asking for too much. Compared to what? Too much compared to what exactly? Because you guys, you disgusting brokies that doesn't even know how to groom yourselves, you guys have a lot of demands too. A lot of these quote unquote men want a beautiful woman. They want her, most of them want, they want her young looking, well dressed, her skin super duper clear, perfect skin like me, body maintained like me, hair done, nails done, feminine, sweet, supportive, available, loyal. Like they literally want her to smell good, look good, behave well, and represent them beautifully. But somehow, when that woman has requirements of her own, everyone starts shaking. Their mouths are foaming, disgusting. Oh, she wants generosity. How terrifying. She wants consistency. What a monster. She wants a man who can provide, call the authorities. Like, eh? Please, women are allowed to have preferences. Men are allowed to have preferences too. The difference is that women have been trained to feel guilty for admitting ours. We're expected to pretend that character is the only thing that matters, while men openly discuss appearance, age, body type, femininity, fertility, and every other characteristic they desire. And yes, character matters. I mean, obviously, but lifestyle compatibility matters too. Generosity matters, financial responsibility matters, ambition matters, stability matters. The way a man treats resources matters. The way he feels about giving, that matters. A man can be technically wealthy and still have an extremely poor spirit. I swear, like these cheap motherfuckers. Ah, leave, like, please leave me alone, okay? And a man can be generous without being the richest man alive. Like, this is not only about numbers, it is about mentality. It is about whether a man views caring for a woman as an honor or as an unbearable burden. It is about whether he enjoys making your life easier or sends every glass of water you receive, like literally. It is about whether he approaches love with abundance or with suspicion, because some men will literally approach a gorgeous girl already preparing to punish her for being gorgeous. I always experience that. Like they desire me, but they resent me. Like they want access to me, but they hate that I have lots of options. You know, they want my attention, but they hate that other people want it to, like, bitch, fuck off. You dusty. Okay, I don't want to say the word. Like, they want to be seen beside me, but privately, they literally want to reduce my confidence. So I become easier to keep. Oh, girl. And you know what, girls? That's not admiration. That is acquisition. Like, they don't want to love the beautiful women, they want to own. Okay, own the beautiful woman and slowly convince her that she is not as beautiful as she thinks she is. Like these gay broke disease, they will humble you. These DLs, down lows, ew. Because you know what? A woman who knows her value is more difficult to manipulate. Like you cannot literally threaten me with another woman every 5 minutes. Like you can't make me compete for basic treatment. You cannot disappear for 3 days and expect me to be waiting at the door. Like you can't also give me crumbs and call it generosity. Like You will never, you cannot insult me and say that I'm sensitive. Like, I prepare yourself because you're going to, I'm gonna send you to the mortuary. But yeah, a self-aware woman is dangerous to insecure men because she does not require their approval to recognize herself. Okay, and let me be very clear because I know someone will purposely distort this. Okay, listen. Being confident does not mean believing you are objectively better than every human being. You know, confidence, it means knowing what you bring. It means knowing what you require. It means not performing fake humility to make insecure people comfortable. Like, babes, I know that I'm beautiful. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and pretend I have never noticed my own face because some random man online thinks women should only accept compliments and never agree with them. Like, that is another thing. You know, people love telling women they're beautiful, but the moment when the woman says, "Yes, I know," because I always say that on streams, like, you guys literally always, hear and, like, see me, saying that. Like, I'm very confident. I'm apologetic about that. Like, whenever someone says, "You're so pretty," and I'm like, that's an understatement. You should put insanely before the word pretty. Insanely pretty. Correct yourself. I literally always say that. You girls know that. Guys and girls, yeah. All of you know that. And you know what? Most of the people that are watching me, like, they become uncomfortable. Because why? I said it first. Like, my gosh, do you want me to disagree? Like, did you want her to start begging you to convince her? Like, should I say, "No, I'm so ugly, please tell me God"? Like, I will never do that. That's like talking negatively to yourself. I will never. Are you stupid? Like, is that what makes you feel important? Like, you need me so insecure so your compliment feels like medicine? Bitch, no. A compliment is not ownership. Telling a woman she's gorgeous does not mean you discovered her. Like, she had mirrors before you arrived. Like, I literally had eyes, experiences. I also noticed always how people responded to me. Like, I know, babe. Like, you were just simply confirming existing information. And you know what? I think gorgeous women need to stop performing shock every time somebody calls them beautiful. Like, oh my God, really? Me? Yes, you. You knew. Like, just say thank you and continue your day. False insecurity is not humility. Like, sometimes it is just another performance for male comfort. And I'm not interested in performing smallness. Like, I'm not going to apologize for having extreme pretty privilege. Like, I'm not going to pretend that beauty has never affected my life. It has. Like, I'm hyper visible. People always notice me. Men admire me, women notice me, people remember me. My appearance helps my content, my streaming, my YouTube. Like, literally, it helps my streams a lot. Like, my face, it's, yeah, my personality and my extreme beauty. This is a part of my brand. This is my whole branding. And instead of acting embarrassed by that, I learned how to leverage what I naturally possess. Everybody leverages something. For example, intelligent people, they leverage their intelligence. Funny people, they leverage their humor. Athletic people, they leverage their physical ability. Except I'm all of that. Yeah. Like, oh, see? Beautiful women are allowed to leverage beauty. Like, there is nothing morally superior about refusing to benefit from your own advantages. And there is nothing noble about making your life harder to strangers believe you're humble. Like, I am not here to prove that I can struggle beautifully. I am not interested, like, I am interested in living well. I like softness. I've been living the soft life ever since. I like comfort. I like being cared for. I like receiving thoughtful things. I like real men who are generous and rich, extremely rich. Yeah. I like men who feel proud when they improve a woman's life. I'm literally happy for that girl. Trust me, whenever I see a girl getting spoiled by a real man, love that for you, girl. Yes. Collect more. Yeah, not just one. two or three. And you know what? I'm not going to, date a man whose entire personality is calculating how little he can give me while still receiving maximum access. Like, that does not attract me. That literally turns me off, like, immediately. And my fangirls need to understand that you're not required to negotiate attraction. Like, you cannot argue yourself into wanting a man whose mentality disgusts you. Like, if you desire a provider minded man, girl, admit it. Like, you need to stop telling everybody that you would be perfectly happy supporting a grown man forever if you know that lifestyle would make you resentful. That's not a real man, the fuck? Like, y'all need to stop performing independence as self neglect. Independence means you're capable of surviving and making choices, okay? It does not mean you must reject every act of care to prove something. Like, I can care for myself and still prefer a man who contributes. I can have my own mind and still appreciate being spoiled. I can be powerful and still enjoy softness. Be ambitious and still want protection. Like, those things are not contradictions. And this is where insecure male spectators become so irritated because they understand that a woman with standards removes them from consideration. Like, they hear a woman say, I prefer a generous man. And instead of calmly thinking, we're not compatible, they will start campaigning against her. Like, they need to convince her that her preference is immoral because they cannot meet it. Disgusting, right? But your inability to meet a standard does not automatically make the standard wrong. Like, I can't become an Olympic swimmer tomorrow, though. Like, that does not mean swimming should be canceled. Like, I simply do not qualify. And that is okay. Like, everybody's not for everybody. You're allowed to seek women and enjoy the kind of relationship you can offer. But why are you standing outside? The metaphorical luxury store screaming that everything inside is overpriced. Like, go somewhere else. Nobody dragged you inside. Like, this is the part that fascinates me so much. Like, the men who hate quote unquote gold diggers are always desperately trying to access women they believe are gold diggers. Why? Like, why do you want her? Like, you have already decided she is shallow, evil, manipulative, and terrible, so leave her alone. Like, why are you in her messages? Why are you watching all her streams? Yeah, me. Duh. Why are you commenting underneath my videos? Why are you so furious that I am not attracted to you because you're a gay broke dusty? Like, you cannot hate me for having high standards and simultaneously feel entitled to be included in them. Like, choose a struggle, bitch. And you know what? Let's also discuss the men who attack generous admirers. Like, I really want to talk about this so much because, girl, this happens literally every day. And yeah, a man supports a woman voluntarily. Like, he listened to me, okay? He sends a gift. He sends a donation. He buys something from her wish list. He pays for whatever, upgrades your experiences. And immediately the insecure gay broke dusties begin screaming, Simp! Okay, and two adults made a decision. One person wanted to give, one person was happy to receive. Nobody contacted you, nobody used your card, nobody removed money from your account. So why are you emotionally involved? You're disgusting. Like, the only answer to that is jealousy. Like, you just like seeing another man receive positive attention through a form of generosity that you either cannot or will not provide. So instead of improving yourself or simply accepting that different people value different things, you shame him. You need to call him weak because acknowledging his agency would force you to accept that some men genuinely enjoy giving. Like, not every generous man is being manipulated, dear. Trust me. And also, not every gift is a scam. Like, not every provider is secretly miserable. Like, they have money. They appreciate beauty. They're real men, unlike you. They enjoy making beautiful women happy. Like, they literally find generosity masculine. Yeah, you're lacking that, and they're not. You're not masculine. They are. You're not. Like, they do not experience every transaction as a loss. And you know what? Some men are secure enough to spend without asking the entire internet for permission. Now, money alone does not make a man admirable. I'm not going to sit here and claim that every wealthy man is a wonderful human being. Obviously not, because there are rich men with terrible character, like use money to control women. There are rich men who believe that paying for something means purchasing a person, you know? A lot of them are emotionally abusive, dishonest, cruel, and deeply insecure. Like, having money does not automatically make somebody a real man. Yeah, because conduct matters, integrity, respect, they all matter. You know, a generous man should still respect boundaries. Like, a woman receiving gifts does not owe him her body. Like, she does not owe him a relationship. She does not owe him unlimited emotional access. Like, gifts are gifts, okay? They are not secret contracts. And I think women need to be transparent too. Like, you girls, do not promise intimacy you do not intend to give. Because, like, I know that there are still a lot of girls doing this. Like, I don't know, man. I think do not. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this. But yes, let's move forward to, like, I think you guys, you girls should not also pressure someone to spend beyond what they can afford, because that's dangerous at some point. Like, do not confuse being spoiled with exploiting somebody vulnerable. Like, there's a powerful difference between receiving freely offered generosity and deceiving people. Like me, my standard is very simple. Like, grown adults should know what they are participating in. The man gives because he wants to. The woman receives because she wants to. Nobody's being promised ownership. Like, nobody's being coerced. And random men in the comments can mind their own business, because some of you are not protecting anyone. Like, y'all are just bitter witnesses, literally gay. Like, come out of your glass closet. You do not care about ethics, until a beautiful woman benefits. Like, you will literally watch male influencers, you know, sell useless courses, promote gambling, encourage risky investments, rent luxury cars for content, and lie about their lifestyles and somehow remain calm and somehow you support them. But a pretty woman receives flowers and suddenly become a revolutionary. Like, this is everything wrong with your tiny flowers. That is where you drew the line. Be serious, my dear. You're not morally outraged, okay? You're experiencing envy in a costume, okay? And I want my fangirls to learn how to recognize these men early, quote unquote men, because they're not real men, male individuals. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna correct myself. And I want my fangirls to learn how to recognize these male individuals early, because they do not always introduce themselves honestly. A lot of them lie. Yeah. That's why I always tell my fangirls to lie to these men and get their money. Like, they do not say hello or send confident women. Like, they will literally hide it through jokes, through humbling you, through fake concern, financial lectures. Like, it's disgusting. They hide it underneath comments about women being too full of themselves. So let's talk about the signs. Okay. So the first sign is that he becomes visibly irritated when a woman compliments herself. Like, he can call her beautiful, his friends can call her beautiful, it's literally strangers. But if she agrees, he says that, why are you so arrogant? Like, that means he does not want a confident woman, girly. He wants you insecure. Yeah. Like, he wants you to be the source. He wants control over the supply. And when she can generate her own confidence, his compliment loses its power. Like, it literally frightens him. Like, and okay, second sign is that he is obsessed with humbling women. Like, listen carefully. Whenever a man constantly talks about women needing to be humbled, like, why is that his passion? Like ask yourself, like, why does female confidence feel like a personal emergency? Like, why is he dreaming of teaching women lessons? A secure man does not wake up excited to damage a woman's self esteem. He may disagree with her, he may dislike her personality, he may decide she's not for him, but he does not make reducing her confidence a life mission. Because men who fantasize about humbling women usually feel humiliated by women they cannot access. Third, okay? Third sign is that he mocks men who treat women well. He will literally call every generous, rich man who loves spoiling women weak. He will call them desperate. You know, he calls every attentive husband controlled. Yeah, like he sees kindness as humiliation because his entire concept of masculinity is built around withholding. Like to him, power means making a woman anxious. Power means giving less. It means pretending to not care, being emotionally unavailable, forcing women to prove themselves. And babes, that is not strength, okay? That is fear of vulnerability mixed with a superiority complex. Okay, and fourth sign is that he sexualizes women and then punishes them for being desired. Like, okay, some of them they follow a lot of beautiful girls like online if they have Instagram, TikToks, like gays, literally. I almost said the N word. Like they will follow those girls, they consume their content, like literally stare at them, discusses their bodies, wants their attention. But the moment those women benefit from the attention, he will get mad. He literally becomes angry. He wants the visual experience without the women gaining power from it. Like he wants access without exchange. He wants beauty to function like public property. And when the woman monetizes her own image or establishes boundaries around access, he calls her names. Like, so fucking entitled. Like, the entitlement, I swear, and the audacity, yo. And fifth sign is that he considers every woman who likes, comfort shallow, but he's obsessed with status symbols for himself. Like, he wants the car, the watch, the shoes, the gaming setup, the newest phone, designer belts, whatsoever. It's so tacky. Like, I see a lot of them, like, wearing those designer belts, and they don't even wear the jeans properly. Like they want to show up the designer jeans and it's so tacky. Girl, buy, the apartment with a view. But a woman wanting a beautiful home, nice experiences, skincare, clothes, travel, or financial security is apparently materialistic. But yeah, material objects are only respectable when men want them, like when they want them. Like, that's very interesting. But I want to, talk about, that thing though, the designer belts, because before I always used to see a lot of guys in downtown do that. They have these flashy Gucci, Louis belts. They freaking flex it with their jeans, and you know how they wear their jeans is that it's not even in their hip area. Like they like pull it down, like you can see their box, so that you can see their boxers. I swear, I saw literally airport, the border, girl, the gas station, like the servo, like, bro, what the fuck is this? But yes, okay, let's move on. Let's proceed to the sixth sign. Okay, sixth sign. That was so funny, guys. Is that he resents female visibility? Like, he's okay with a beautiful woman as long as she's privately beautiful for him. But when she receives public attention, he becomes hostile, you know? Like hostile. He says hostile, I mean, yeah. Not hostile. I think it's hostile. I remember that. The pronunciation is hostile, not hostile. Yeah. He says she posts too much, seeking attention, like that she should cover up, she should stop showing herself. Meanwhile, he originally discovered her through the exact visibility he now resents. Like, he liked the shine until he realized everybody else could see it. And the seventh sign, okay, we are in the seventh sign right now, is that he competes with women. And I do not mean healthy competition at work or in sports. I mean emotionally. He wants to be the prettiest one in the relationship. Like literally gay broke the is gay dusty. He wants to be the most desired, most complimented, the one receiving constant reassurance. He becomes irritated also when, the girl gets attention. Like he wants her to constantly validate him while offering very little validation in return. He needs the relationship to, orbit him. And listen, there's nothing wrong with a man, I think, caring about his appearance. There's nothing wrong with men having skincare routines, enjoying fashion, taking photos, not posting online though, no, or expressing themselves. Like, that is not the problem. A man's presentation does not tell you his sexuality, his morality, or his ability to love you. The problem is not whether he posts selfies. It's whether he views women as competition and punishes them for shining. Like, don't confuse aesthetics with character, because a traditionally masculine looking man can still be deeply insecure and misogynistic, you know? A stylish or expressive man can still be kind, confident, protective, and generous, like judge behavior, not stereotypes. Okay? Like, we are too intelligent to build an entire analysis around whether a man owns a ring light. Okay? And the eighth sign is that he's constantly insulting the women he desires. Like he enters their streams and calls them ugly, comments underneath their photos saying they're mid, repeatedly tells them nobody would marry them. Like, sir, you're literally a negative 10 on a good day. And you live in your parents' what basement or house. Shut the fuck up. And you're ugly. Yet he never leaves. Yeah. Babes, if the girl is so ugly, why have you been subscribed for 14 months with different accounts? Like, if nobody wants her, why are you fighting other men for attention? If she's so irrelevant, why do you know her posting schedule? Like the insult, it's not an observation. It's literally an attempted negotiation. Like the guy is trying to reduce her perceived value because he cannot afford the current emotional price. Like he thinks if he damages her confidence enough, she may become grateful for his attention. That is why you never debate your beauty with a man insulting you. Like, never ever send evidence. Don't explain your features. Do not list the compliments you receive. And please don't try to win him over. Yuck, pick me. Like that. Dusty does not need convincing. Like he's trying to provoke access. Like block him or let him speak to himself, literally. And ninth sign is that he believes rejection is cruelty. Like he thinks a woman owes every, nice man, quote unquote nice man a chance. Like he sees her lack of attraction as proof that she's shallow, but attraction is not charity, okay? You cannot date every person who wants you to prove you're kind. Like, and being nice is not a romantic qualification by itself. Like, nice is the basic requirement for participating in society. You also need compatibility, chemistry, values, maturity, stability, and whatever else the individual woman desires. Like, a man who becomes hateful after rejection was not kind, trust me. He was temporarily polite while expecting a reward. And I think this will be the last, the 10th sign is that he is obsessed with a woman's sexual history while having no discipline of his own. Like he wants purity from women and unlimited freedom for men. Like these dusty brokies, they literally treat women like products, you know, whose value decreases through experience while men supposedly gain value through the exact same behavior. Like, that's not morality. Literally a double standard built to control women. Now, personally, I am proud of being selective, okay? Like, I have never needed a relationship to prove that I am desirable. I have had admirers. I've never had any boyfriends, like, ever. I have received lots of attention. I have been spoiled. I'm always spoiled. opportunities, and I've still chosen to not to enter relationships, that did not meet my standards because my standards are so high. It's high and it matters to me. I will never betray myself, you know? Because if I enter, for example, if I enter a relationship, if I say yes to a guy and that guy does not meet my standards fully, that's like me betraying myself. I will never do that to me. You know, I would never tell another woman that her worth also depends on being a virgin. Yeah. Like, okay, girls, your sexual history does not make you dirty or pure, you know I mean, on my stream though, if a pick me shames, OF girlies or prostitutes, I will also shame them. Like these pick me you stupid girls, pick me gorilla looking patriarchal girls are literally letting strangers fuck you for free, letting random men fuck you for free. Like, huh? The fuck are you judging OF girlies and prostitutes for? At least they're getting paid, stupid bitch. Like, your character, your choices, your self respect, and how you treat people matter far more than whether you have had a relationship. Like me, I am allowed to celebrate my own path without, degrading women whose lives look different. Okay. And my fangirls need to hear that because sometimes women escape male validation only to create another hierarchy among women. Like they say, I'm better because I'm prettier. I'm better because I'm more modest. I'm better because I have fewer partners. I'm better because men spend more money on me. No. Okay. Your choices can be right for you without becoming a weapon against every other woman. Okay. Decentering men means, we stop ranking women according to what men reward. And yes, this video is not about gorgeous women. Okay. Yes, I enjoy beauty. Yes, I understand pretty privilege as I have one. I've experienced that ever since extreme pretty privilege. But a woman does not need to be conventionally beautiful to deserve respect. Like a woman does not have to be young, thin, feminine, glamorous, or desired by wealthy men to have value. The reason misogynistic men attacking beautiful women bothers me is because not because beautiful women are the only women worth defending. It is because the attack reveals something broader. These men believe women should only possess power when men grant it. And the moment any woman becomes self defining, they want to punish her. So when I say real men don't hate ungorgeous women, I'm not saying that respectable men only treat beautiful women well. A respectable man treats women with basic dignity, whether he is attracted to them or not. Like you pay attention to how a man behaves toward women he does not desire. Like the waitress, other women that are old, the woman he considers unattractive, the woman who rejects him, the woman who cannot offer him status, like that will reveal his character. Because any man can act charming toward the women he wants, like, but how does he behave when there is nothing to gain? Like, that is the real test, babe. And to the male spectators who attack wealthy or generous men in my streams, I need you to understand something, Dusties. You're not going to shame a secure man out of his own choices. If he enjoys supporting a creator, he will support her. If he likes spoiling a woman, he will spoil her. If he has the resources and chooses to use them, your angry comments are not going to transform him into you. And that is really what you want. You do not merely want him to stop giving. You want him to adopt your worldview. You want every man to believe women deserve as little as possible because then your lack of generosity becomes normal. You want low effort to become the universal standard. Like, you need the generous man to look foolish so you can feel intelligent. But you know what, babe? Stinginess is not intelligence. Resentment is not discipline. And refusing to invest in people is not automatically financial literacy. Okay? Some of you act like buying a woman dinner is the sole reason you have not become a billionaire. Please, you dusty. The $20 was not the obstacle between you and generational wealth. You spent more on food delivery last week, and like let's calm down. And again, nobody's saying you must spend money on women. You're allowed to have your own relationship structure. You're allowed to split everything. You're allowed to seek a woman who genuinely prefers that. You're allowed to remain single, but you are not allowed to demand that every woman redesign her desires around your budget. If you're a 50-50 gay dusty broke, you just admit that. Like, because that is where you lose me. Like you need to find alignment instead of insulting incompatibility. And to my fangirls, this is one of the most important lessons I can give you. You'll need to stop trying to convert reluctant men into providers. Like, please do not audition. Like, never ever send essays explaining why women deserve flowers. Please don't do that. Like, do not build presentations about this or of courtship. Like, please don't beg a stingy man to become generous. Like, because a man's giving nature is something you observe. Like, you should not have to drag it out of him with emotional force. If he resents providing, babe, just believe him. If every gift comes with complaints, believe him. If he constantly suggests you're exploiting him whenever you express a normal need, babe, believe him. If he uses money to control you, believe him. If he is generous only in public but cruel in private, believe him. You're not looking only for money, okay? You're looking for generosity combined with character. Like the combination matters because a provider without respect can turn provision into a cage. Like he can literally use every gift as evidence that you owe him. He can also isolate you financially. He can remind you constantly that everything belongs to him. He can make you afraid to leave because your lifestyle depends entirely on his mood. And that is not the soft life, okay? That is luxury colored captivity. Like a true soft life includes choices, okay? And it includes your own awareness, your own emergency plan, standards, the ability to leave, you know? Because I know that we love the fantasy of being completely taken care of. And yes, being cared for is beautiful, but do not become careless with your future, okay? You have to keep documents accessible, understand your finances, know what is in your name, protect your privacy. Do not send strangers sensitive information because they promised you an allowance. Like, you don't allow gifts to override your intuition, okay? Like, you don't meet somebody privately without safety precautions. Like, never ever mistake spending for goodness because a man can send money and still be dangerous. Like, your safety is worth more than the fantasy, babe. And a good provider will never resent your boundaries. He will appreciate that you protect yourself. He will not demand immediate access because he bought something. Like, he will not pressure you into secrecy. He will not threaten to expose you. He will not use money to accelerate intimacy before trust exists. Like, those are not signs of generosity, those are signs of control. So, my girls, y'all need to become discerning receivers, okay? Not simply excited receivers. Because the attention of a wealthy man is not automatically a blessing. You need to assess him. Like you have to like ask yourself this. Does he have emotional stability? Does he respect, yeah? Does he respect you? Does he keep your word? Does he treat workers well? Does he speak respectfully about former partners? Does he use money responsibly? Is his lifestyle real or is he performing wealth online? Does he offer support freely or does every offer contain hidden conditions? Is he actually single? Yeah. Does he pressure you? Does he become cruel when you're unavailable? Does he want to know you as a human being or is he trying to purchase you a fantasy? Like, you're not only being chosen, okay? You are choosing. And I think women sometimes forget this when the man has money. They become so dazzled by resources that they stop evaluating everything else. Like, do not let a luxury watch hypnotize you into ignoring a terrible personality, okay? A beautiful hotel is still an unpleasant place when you are sitting across from a man who does not respect you. Okay? Money can upgrade the environment. It cannot automatically upgrade the person, though. So, yes, love your life, love yourself, appreciate generosity. You do not build your entire emotional universe around a man just because he can provide. You never pedestalize the guy, okay, the man. Do not treat his money as evidence that he's superior to you. You bring value too. Like beauty may be part of it, your presence, femininity, conversation, humor, energy, loyalty when earned, warmth when protected, your ability to make life more beautiful. Like, babe, relationships are exchanges of value. Even when the exchange is not identical, you do not need to become his servant because he spends money, and he does not need to become your human ATM with no feelings or boundaries, okay? But I don't know about me because I'm different. Like, he needs to become my human ATM, even if I don't love him. But yeah, provider dynamics work beautifully. You know, when both people understand the arrangement, respect each other, and contribute in the ways that feel natural to them. But you know what? Internet spectators see a woman receiving and assume she contributes nothing because they only recognize labor when it looks masculine. Like, and they cannot measure beauty, you know, emotional atmosphere, social grace, companionship, inspiration, femininity, attention, like the experience of being around someone who elevates your life emotionally. Like those things have value. Not everything valuable arrives as a bank transfer. And wealthy men often understand that better than bitter spectators do. You know, people with resources regularly pay for convenience, atmospheres, aesthetics, exclusivity, talent, and experience. Like, they understand that value is not limited to physical labor. That is why screaming, she does not have the effect you think it does. Maybe what she does is valuable to the person choosing to give. Your personal failure, you know, your personal failure to understand the value does not erase it. Like, I do not understand why people, you know, pay thousands for certain pieces of modern art, but I am not standing outside the gallery attacking the buyer. Like, it is not my money. You know, people determine value differently. Like, move on. And I also need to discuss men who spend, you know, their entire lives chasing male validation because some men claim they do not care about women, but every decision they make is actually designed to impress other men. You know, the car, it's for men, the body, the watch, the opinions, the cruelty toward women is performed for applause from other men. Like, they're terrified that treating a woman beautifully make other men think they're weak. So they neglect the woman they claim to love to maintain status inside a male audience. And that is deeply unattractive. Those are gay broke dusties, okay? Like, imagine needing permission from a group chat before being kind to your girlfriend. Like, imagine allowing strangers on a podcast determine how you treat the person sleeping beside you. Like, imagine withholding affection because somebody online called your romance simping. Like, babe, that's not leadership. That's not social. Like, that is you being so, like, that social obedience. That was I was trying to say. Like, a strong man can, you know, hear other men's opinions and still make his own decisions. Like, he does not outsource his relationship to the internet. He does not need approval for loving a woman openly. He's not embarrassed by devotion. He's not terrified of generosity. He does not think respect makes him feminine. And I need insecure men to stop blaming women for their own lack of direction. Like, you know, a confident woman did not create your insecurity, babe. A wealthy admirer did not steal your masculinity. A live stream donation did not destroy society. Like, you are upset because the interaction reminded you of something you dislike about your own life. Like, maybe you feel financially behind. Maybe you feel invisible. Maybe you feel undesirable. Maybe you feel like nobody celebrates you. Like, those things can be, those feelings, I mean, can be painful. I understand that. But turning pain into hatred toward women, that will never heal you. Okay? Calling women names, it will never raise your income. Insulting generous men will not create discipline. Spamming a live stream will not build confidence. Like, you need to turn the screen off and work on the actual one. Like, you need to develop a skill. Like, literally improve your finances, build friendships, take care of your health, learn how to communicate, create a life you respect because resentment consumes time. And the women you're obsessively insulting is still living, still glowing, receiving, earning, building while you spend another evening typing words she will forget within 30 seconds. Who's actually losing? Huh? And no, I do not believe every man needs to become a provider for me. Okay? I do not want every man. That is the point. I'm not building myself for universal accessibility. Okay? I always tell that on my streams. Like, I do not need every viewer to qualify. Some people are simply the audience. Some are admirers, some are supporters, some are blocked. Yeah. Like, roles literally exist. Everybody does not receive the same access. And I think that is another thing that enrages entitled men. They believe watching a woman creates a relationship. They've been present in the stream for literally months. So they begin acting possessive. Like, they will literally monitor who I speak to. They become jealous of donors. They insult me because I don't respond. Like, they believe that, their attention should purchase emotional ownership. You're disgusting. But babes, this attention is not automatically valuable. Sometimes attention is invasive. Like, it is very hostile, you know? It's simply consuming. Like, you do not earn access to a woman by staring at her every day. You earn trust through respectful behavior and money. Give me money. Pay me. Spoil me. And even then, she's allowed to decide that she does not want a relationship. Like, no amount of viewing time guarantees selection. This is why boundaries matter for creators. Like, yeah, so do not allow viewers to train you into responding to abuse, okay? Like, do not give every troll a 10-minute performance if you're like me. Like, yes, I know roasting them is entertaining, and I always do that. Trust me, I understand. Sometimes somebody says something so ridiculous that the response writes itself, but they protect your energy, okay? Like, not every insect deserves a documentary. Like, sometimes you remove the comment, block the account, and continue looking beautiful because trolls are often, seeking the intimacy of your anger. They know they cannot receive affection, so they provoke attention. Because a negative response still makes them feel acknowledged. Like, they clip it, they replay it, they tell themselves they affected you, so become strategic, okay? Roast when it serves the show, block when it protects the atmosphere. Like, never allow a troll to become the main character of your stream. Your supporters did not arrive to watch you emotionally wrestle with somebody who has 12 subscribers and a cartoon profile picture. Like, I've realized that lately that, they came for me mainly. Like, yeah, I should bring the attention back to the people contributing positively, like reward the energy you want to multiply. Like, that is advice for my fangirls too. The things that I have just said. Yeah, that's why lately you guys have been seeing me just focused on, literally just simp farming. Like, because I cannot spend my entire life trying to punish people who do not appreciate me. Like, I have to like focus on those who do, So, yeah, yeah, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, it's been like almost an hour that I've been yapping, you guys. But yeah, anyways, okay. To all of my fangirls, love yourselves, protect your peace, stop auditioning, stop explaining, stop negotiating with people who already revealed that they resent the kind of life you desire. And remember, you're not difficult because the wrong man cannot afford you emotionally, spiritually, or financially. You are simply unavailable to him. And there's a difference. Bye, pretty girls. I'm gonna go to bed now. Sleep. See you tomorrow.